I like this. This is really nice. And then you flip it over and you got the copper on it. I think this works out really good with this particular keycap set. We are building a mode keyboard, a mode 65, which I feel like I haven't built one in forever. So this is going to be a nice little change of pace today. Yeah, man, mode keyboards are great. I still highly recommend them. Yeah, no, Mode makes great stuff. I still think they're one of my #1 recommended boards, other than, I feel like lately actually #1 recommended is probably Neo. I still do feel like Mode has a classier design. Mode stuff, way classier in my opinion. So we're doing a solder PCB today. I get nightmares looking at these. Remember when they sent me like 15,000 of them? Okay, let's just leave all this stuff in there for now. Damn! Actually, this is a nice colorway. This is a real nice color. That's cool, that's cool. Okay, this I'll do later because the customer asked to remove standoffs on this. Blue cheese switches. This was a special request from the customer. Admittedly, I almost thought I didn't have to lube these. And this has probably been the best batch of stock lubed blue cheese switches yet. However, there were some, I don't know why, that were like literally bone dry. So I did go through about, well, I went through all of them and just redid the lube, but I think if I had to guess, there was probably about 20 to 25 switches that needed more touch-ups, with only about 5 or 10 that needed serious touch-ups. So I would say this is like the best batch that I've gotten, but the stock lube on the blue cheese is pretty good. It'd be cool to see if they do a redo of this on it. I don't know what they do, but it seems like it'd be a neat idea. Like a V3, like fully redone. I keep going back to my Sonnet. Sonnet's a classic, man. I feel like it's just a timeless, I've said this forever, bro. It's a timeless looking keyboard. It is timeless. It's like one of the few 75s I can like truly say is just good. Do you have any advice on slimming down one's keyb collection? I have a bit more than I can chew and it feels overwhelming. Currently setting up time to make timestamps. Okay, I think this is universal advice, okay? I am not gonna be humble here, okay? I think I am very good at letting go of things. I think that. I think I'm actually like super good at just being like, yeah, I have sort of a personal connection, but you know what? It's just an item at the end of the day, and the memories are in my brain. What I think you should do is figure out the max amount of keyboards you want first of all. I think that's the #1 thing you should do. So I think if you want to keep like 5, number a paper 1 to 5. Then what I would do, if I was you, honestly, I would just go through and try to figure out what's the keyboard I use, not that I think is the best, but that I actually use the most. And then just start writing those down. Then I would make another column about ones you like the best. And just see if any of those like intersect. And then pick those. If something's not serving you a purpose right now, like, oh, here's the other thing. If you feel like something's literally collecting dust, just get rid of it. You might have some sort of unless it has some crazy meaning to you, which it might, I think you'd probably be more in a joyful part of your life by letting it go, finding it a new home type thing, and then using that money to get yourself something else you enjoy, whether it's buying another board that you want to like build up or just something, you know? Now we can start grabbing all the parts since this is done. Okay, let's see if I remember all the steps on how to put this together. It is... First we need this. We need this guy. So let's leave that there. PCB. I think we need some extra screws. And then we need this guy. Oh, what's this? Oh, the feet. Okay, we need all these. Do you collect watches at all? Dude, when I was growing up, I had like 3 or 4 watches, and I was really pining to get into watches. I'm so glad I never did. Watches are just another rabbit hole that I truly cannot afford. And I feel like I'm the type of guy to like really broaden my horizons with like what I want to collect. So I feel like I would have been one of those people to collect any watch that looked good regardless of the price. Probably better that I didn't go down that rabbit hole. Okay, so I need to open this back up anyways and just readjust this one Milmax socket here. So for now, we're not going to switch out the spacebar because I need to readjust that afterwards. But let's put this together and see how we feel about it. These are V2s, yeah. These are like the brand new, like most recent batch the client got. This is going to be crazy deep. And imagine if we added foam. This would have been even deeper, so this would have been crazy. The accents in here, and then we can figure out some keycaps to put on this. Oh, I don't think I've actually... Have I seen this color before in person? The wood accent. Oh, this is pretty. Damn, that looks good. Dude, this accent almost looks perfect. There's a small little gap here, but I mean, it's wood, so it's never going to be 100%. But dude, this looks great. Look at that little cross section here. It's a cute looking keyboard, just like this too. Chladni, that could look fun on this board today. Kind of a red tone. That looks like a Noctua fan. It kind of does. This is a Noctua colorway. I like this. This is really nice. And then you flip it over and you got the copper on it. I think this works out really good with this particular keycap set. Yeah, it was extended. They're putting extended on this, which I think will also go really nice. But let's type on it. So we have blue cheese switches, which I remod it, with just a little bit of, on some of them, 205, and just kind of made sure they're all consistent. And then we have this on an aluminum plate. Oh yeah, dude, this. The one thing I really like about the blue cheese switches is they're just nice to type on. Dude, blue cheese switches are deep. They're super deep. Like, they almost sound like they're with foam, but they're not with foam. These are the heavier ones, and I say heavier because they're still pretty light. Considering this is a copper bottom, which usually ends up being a bit flatter too, I like the blue cheese switches. You know, besides the board, and I think the board sounds really good, like the blue cheese switches are really like the star of the show here. The board is phenomenal as well. Like, don't get me wrong, I like the Mode 65. But yeah, I really like the blue cheese switches. I mean, they're not... I don't think blue cheese switches have ever been very loud. They're always a bit deeper, like more full sounding. I think it sounds really good. Bye, everyone. Love you. Talk to you guys tomorrow. See ya.